this is gonna be a hopefully VFR flight from South Louisiana Executive to, and I hope I read it right, Acadiana. Maybe.
Sounds good.
Acadiana. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So let's go through it. We'll do the weather here. It looks like that we had some convective action here that should be ending in about, well, in about an hour and a half, so not so soon. But the clouds are reported like cirrus, but there's basically nothing should be there. And yeah, there are some clouds here, so maybe that is what we are seeing out the window from the simulator. So if I look a little bit further, like 20 Zulu, 21 Zulu, we don't expect this to worsen in any meaningful way. It's even better here at 22 Zulu, but we should be on the ground at that point already. If I look at the winds, then the surface wind forecast for now is about 5 knots. It's blowing 15 in the simulator right now, and 10 knots here at Acadiana. I plan to fly the first part at 1,000 feet to enjoy the Mississippi River, and the rest at like 4,500 or so. And the winds are about 10 knots, and again 10 knots with slightly different direction at those altitudes. So it should be pretty fine weather-wise. If I check the TIFs, can see that from there is like a temporary from the group, or temporary from 19 to 22 Zulu at our, well, this is the New Orleans. It's not us, but it's like 10, 20 miles to the east. Smaller visibility, some thunderstorms and rain, mist, and some broken ceiling at 3,500. So maybe that's what we are seeing there to the right. And the forecast for Acadiana is, well, this is the forecast for the whole 24 hours. So quite strong winds with gusts, reduced visibility to 6 statute miles, and some clouds, but not the ceiling. From 20 Zulu, it's gonna be basically the same, maybe some thunderstorms in the vicinity, and few cumulonimbus clouds at 2,500 feet and broken ceiling 4,500. So yeah, when I looked at the aviation weather gov, I could not see anything significant, but then I had these TAFs loaded from the morning, and thus I wrote like almost boring weather, but for the TAFs. But TAFs looked a little bit more serious than the forecast here. But no matter, let's see our departure. It's our destination from last time. Port of South Louisiana Executive Regional. If the winds hold, we should be departing runway 17. The destination is Acadiana Regional. Just a word of warning, we have a water runway here. I found it quite interesting. It's really just some moat, I believe, with water in it. Little Nav map told me that MSFS thinks it's a grass runway, so let's not land on it. We'll see how it looks like when we arrive. It basically has the same runways, 17 and 35 as our departure, so we should not be confused today. Last I checked, there was no controller online. If there were, it would be either Houston Center or Lafayette Approach that would control this this airport, and the tower is manned in the time we will arrive normally in real life. Route planning, not flying straight. As I told, I'm planning to first fly along the river at 1,000 feet, very low, just to enjoy it. And from here we should climb, or I will climb. You do whatever you want to do. Go to this lake and then to the destination. If I look at the map here and switch to the tag chart, I can see that we have some IFR arrivals and departures here between 4,000 and 10,000 feet. As I said, I will be staying lower here. I should be climbing to 4,500 there, but again, I believe this far from the airport, there is a minimal chance that there would be someone on at 4,000 feet already. So that should be safe enough. We have, as far as airspace goes, we will be departing under the Class Bravo airspace. So that's one thing. I don't expect to climb into it. If I look back, the floor of it is 4,000 feet, so no chance I'm gonna bust that. Then we have some Charlie, that's Lafayette here again. If we do everything correctly, we should be under this outer shell, which is the floor is, I believe, 1,300 feet. And of course, we have the Delta Acadiana itself there. There is a very huge alert area. I believe last time someone already asked me about that area. And if I go back here and switch to Houston and zoom out, this area basically, or let me do World VFR, this area basically covers like this whole coast. I believe it's due to the helicopters going to oil rigs or something, that they have very high activity there. Let's check the altitude for that area. So A31 to 2,000 feet. Okay, so if you're flying over or above 2,000 feet, you are safe enough. But in any case, we will be just touching this. And here we are lower already. So really, really easy flight as far as airspaces goes today. Departure, again, we have 2 departures, as you know, so I'm not going to repeat myself. Oh, we have someone new, Suresh. Hello, Suresh. Sorry, I haven't noticed you joined. If you are here, please say some words or something. All right. Okay. If you are able to say something later, then please do so. All right. So we have basically 2 standard departures, either straight out or at 45 degrees to the crosswind in the direction of the traffic pattern for the airport. The Port of South Louisiana has a standard left pattern for runway 17 and right pattern for runway 35. We should be departing runway 17, and I don't want to be turning left. So for me, it's going to be a straight out departure, and I will turn on course once I am at least 500 feet above the pattern altitude to be safe. Word of warning, should not be a problem on departure, but when I was landing last time on runway 35, I had very there is like a line. As you can see, this is where is it? Yeah, this should be, yeah, this is a power line, I think. Or is it a railway? No, this is a railway, but there is also a power line there parallel to it. And when I was landing on 3.5, I really had to be above the glide slope to clear that. Might be a problem of the simulator itself. It was very high, but it's very close to the airport. So be aware of it when you depart, that you don't hit it. Standard radio calls, as always, are listed here. When I depart, I am gonna turn right and follow the river to my first en route point. En route, this is very standard. Again, keep track of your progress, aviate, navigate, and communicate. Time those lags as always to be sure and to verify that you are at the correct position. Watch for traffic, obviously. We are VFR. Enjoy the views. And if we have any controllers, there are some scripts you can use to either request the flight following or well, nothing else en route basically if you are VFR. Arrival, if the wind again holds and we should be using runway 17, then it's going to be very standard arrival to the left downwind of runway 17. Of course, this only applies if the airfield is uncontrolled, which in most likely it will be. If not, then the controller would assign the procedure how to join the pattern. And I'll just double check. I believe I haven't checked what are the directions. So runway 17 is left and runway 35 is right. All right, so yeah, so runway 17 is left. If we were landing at 35, it's good for us because it would be a right traffic pattern, so we would be joining from this side as well, but it would pay to actually fly a little bit north so we can again join and add 45 degrees to the downwind here. There are some calls. The first paragraph is about if we have a controller online, so either tower approach or the center. The second part is if we don't have a controller and we just self-announce ourselves. Well, that's quite it. Unless anyone has some question and want to explain something more, and this time I'm really speaking to Gino and Suresh to see if they want to ask something. All right, I guess not.
And I have a question.
Yes, please.
It's a sky vector related question. Now
All right.
you say you want to fly 1,000 feet to begin with, but if you put 3,000 feet in sky vector, then it assumes you want to climb to 3,000 immediately. Is there a way to change altitude per leg?
Yeah, I have, as you can see, if I show you my navlog, you can see I have 1,000, 1,000, and I'm climbing 4,500.
How did you do that?
Right? So what you do is you plan your initial altitude, right? So this is 1,000 feet. And at the point where you want to start climbing, so for me it's the second one, I'll just type /A and the new level, so 045 and tabulator. And it will take it.
Oh.
And if I generate navlog like this, you can see that I have a step climb after the second user fix.
Very clever. Thank you.
And the same way you can plan the descent, for example. So if I want to start descent here, I will type a 0 to 0, for example, and tabulator. And if I generate navlog, then it's gonna plan my descent after the fix.
Got it.
Nice.
Yeah, before I knew that, I would generate 2 navlogs, then kind of, copy pasting them, together, gluing them together and calculate some stuff myself, but this is much easier.
Yeah.
To really /altitude 045. And if you noticed, if I just hit enter, it will enter something else here. It says like, and yeah, because the first one is speed, so you can also influence speed there, right?
Yeah. Okay.
If you want to change the speed. Okay.
All right.
Any other questions? If not, I will wish you a happy flying. I will be streaming the flight on Twitch, as always. So feel free to watch, or someone can watch. Otherwise, I'll just stream to nobody and then upload it on YouTube tomorrow or the day after. Okay.
Happy flying.
Happy flying as always.
All right, happy flying.
Okay. So, well, I need to kind of fix my view. Because I was sitting a little bit differently before. Maybe I'm too far away. Maybe I was like this. Okay, let me correct it. So damn sensitive. Okay, let's... That's silly. Okay, this is the one. So I'll try like this. Okay, now I can see it a little bit better. Okay, that is still working. And I need to change my control options, obviously. Apply and turn on the headphone simulation. And I should be good to go. Yeah, controls are working. Very good. So I'm gonna do a beacon. Turn on the stuff there.
Clear prop.
Go on. Navigation lights. Okay, what did I do? Okay. Chins are good. What's this? Just want to switch there, yes. And these to the start. Okay, they changed the skin or font. I actually like it. That's good. All right. So let's review here. The weather seems to be clearing up. That's good. So let's do the actualization here. Winds 2 to 0, so yeah, 10 nautical miles. Good, 2999. And 2999 should be there. Yes. Or are we actually at 0 elevation? Yes, we are. Okay, I'll switch on the fuel pumps to low. Very good. Nice. They changed they said that they changed the flight model also a bit. What kind of aircraft are those? Oh my god, I need to... Hey, guys, I need to change the order of the modal matching. Because now FSLTL has some has some general aviation. The problem is they mapped like Cessnas and Barons, everything to Piper.
Ah, okay.
So I'll just need to move. I'll just need to move that. You know, the priority of FSLTL to lower.
What are you
That's
flying, Eugene?
I'm in a Bonanza.
yeah, or
Ah, okay.
Bonanza.
Yeah,
So
the
just
G something, G35 or something.
Yeah. Let's see. What is it?
I see the Beechcraft logo on your plane, so and it's not a V-tail.
No. I think it's a. I think the code would be BE36.
Oh yeah, 36.
okay. Now it's better. I see the Bonanza and I see Cessna 152. Good. That's better.
All right.
Why would they do that at
Yeah.
yeah, it's like what? If you generate, you know, the VMR file, if you do that, like software, and you know that the simulator actually has a Cessna, why would you enter the line for like to match it to Piper?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
It's totally strange. All right, well, it was funny.
It's probably made by airliner guys
Yeah.
who don't know the standard GA planes.
Everything is Piper.
Yeah.
Maybe they did it as a courtesy to those that, you know, don't know how to do a modal matching or some entries. And, you know, it's still better to have a Piper there than a 320, right?
Oh yeah.
True.
But anyway, so confused. Now it looks much better. All right, guys. So am I the first one to depart again, or are you ready there?
I'm ready.
I am ready. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm moving
I'll follow
anyway.
you. Okay. I will follow you.
Port of South Louisiana traffic. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo is a Cessna, twin Cessna, taxiing to runway 17. Port of South Louisiana.
Port of South Louisiana traffic, November 91 Bravo Charlie, this is Cessna 152, taxiing to runway 17 behind the twin Cessna. Port of Louisiana.
Port of South Louisiana traffic, November 6529 Lima is Bonanza, taxiing to runway 17. I'll be number 3 behind the 152, Port of South Louisiana.
Okay, so how far can I go? So I'll taxi all the way. So those, yeah, I can see those power lines. I'll check the controls. Yeah, that's working. So first heading, I'll leave it on 170 because that's like a runway heading. Specifically, it should be 173, so let's correct that. Right, it's Bravo, it's gonna be Bravo as well, I guess. Looks like the taxiway should continue here on the grass. I want it to, but let's use this one. Right, parking brake is set. And let's do some engine run up. $1,700. Engines and instruments are in the green. Okay, so let's do one set of magnetos, acceptable drop, and another set of magnetos, again acceptable drop. Let's check the feathering. It's working fine. Check idle. Okay, good. So let's go altitude reporting. Nice. We have landing lights, strobe lights, and let's go. Port of South Louisiana traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, departing runway 17, straight up departure, and then right-hand turnout. Port of South Louisiana. All right. There's nobody on the approach end. We have flaps 0, so flaps up land, flaps up takeoff. If anything happens, if I have an engine failure on the runway, I'll just stop immediately. If after takeoff, we'll see how that goes. Full power. And we are rolling. Airspeed is live. 80 knots. Let's pull up. Brakes and gear up. There's our power lines there.
Port of South Louisiana, November 91, Bravo Charlie, taking off runway 17 for a straight out departure and then a right hand turn out. Port of South Louisiana.
Okay, reduce that power. Mississippi River, and of course I forgot to start the timer, so there we go. Okay, this is starting the timer. Port of South Louisiana, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, now at 1,500, turning right, final call, Port of South Louisiana. Okay, and I wanted to climb only to 1,000, well, let's stay at 1,100. It's safer. Okay, landing lights can go off. Fuel pumps off. And let's trim that aircraft.
Port of South Louisiana, November 6529 Lima, departing runway 17, straight out departure, Port of South Louisiana.
Traffic there. Oh, that one.
Port of South Louisiana, November 91 Bravo Charlie at 1,000 feet, turning west, final call. Port of South Louisiana.
Oh, I forgot to change one setting, so let me do that quickly. There we go. There's more like it. Reduce, lean a little bit.
Port of South Louisiana traffic, November 6529 Lima is 1,000 feet, departing to the west, Port of South Louisiana.
Wants to climb all the time. I guess we have some nice upward currents there. So basically the first leg all the way to my first user fix, which is there. It's not so far. I guess it's this one. Should take about 5 minutes only. I started my timer later. And also I'm not doing 170 knots. Now it wants to drop, so I guess the air is going downwards here. But this is the turn, and afterwards we'll be flying right along the river all the way to White Castle. Let's add a little bit of power then. Something strange with the graphics. And we will be turning roughly 302. So let's select it. There we go. And I guess right about now is good, and I'll reset the timer at exactly 5 minutes. We'll be flying this leg for about 7 minutes. And should come up on this bend here. As far as controllers go, I can see Jacksonville Center, but that's not really us there. I'll update this one anyway. Yeah, there is no one. So we are left to our own devices there. It's a little bumpy, exactly as it should be. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so the thermals are working their way. You can see I have not changed the pitch at all, and suddenly I'm climbing like crazy. Not like crazy, but I'm definitely climbing. Well, just ride the wave, so to speak. We have some airports along the way. So this one, altimeter is 29907 there. Let's verify that. 29907, so I should be changing that. Yep. Let's do our FRIDA check. So fuel, good, selected to both. So like both mains. Enough fuel. Fuel flow, nice. Radios, yeah, I'm on Unicom. Engines running good. I don't need to synchronize my directional gyro because I have a heading situational indicator. And altitude, altimeter I've just done. So very good. I'm about 3 minutes into this leg. That means I will be around there, and this, what I'm seeing, should be the city of, is it not McNall, what is it? Donaldsonville? Probably Donaldsonville. It's about this one. So I'm right on track. It's a little shame that it blurs so soon here. Otherwise we could be seeing this in the distance. Should be, I believe, the city of Baton Rouge. This one is a big one. But all I can see is some like gray or brown, how to say it, patch, yeah, gray or brown patch there. Right, so city of Donaldsonville, or rather a town. And again, aircraft climbed itself 500 feet. I'll just leave it like that. I believe it will descend soon enough. I don't want to correct myself all the time. We are under 3000 feet AGL, so the altitude is at our discretion, and we are constantly looking around for aircraft. Maybe I'll reduce the power a little bit and then raise it when I need to. Yeah, it's gonna be Baton Rouge there. Yeah, we're not going near that city today. All right. Let's add a little bit of power back. And now we're climbing again. Quite. Oh. Love those thermos. So let's reduce some power.
Well, this is a nice and easy flight. Very calm.
Yeah, it's nice.
Right. I like it myself.
What's that?
I like this flight myself. It's very calm.
Yeah.
Just watching the river. Just wish the scenery was a little bit better. When I look, you know, to the distance, it blurs quite soon.
It does, yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Did you fly? Oh wait, I see you now. You're in front of me.
You see me?
Yeah. See your lights.
Oh, are you that quick?
I'm doing 100 indicated right now,
Yeah,
but you are very far away.
Okay. All right, we are coming up
Are you
on the
above
turn.
White Castle now?
Yeah, I'm about to turn, so I'll talk to you in a minute there.
So, yeah, so you're about 10 minutes in front of me.
Do you have your lights on, Klaus?
So you should not be seeing my lights, I
Yes.
guess, this far away.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
there. So I'll
Now I
just
see you,
turn,
Klaus.
Great.
reset the timer.
Come as I can see, like, can't even
7.3.
tell if it's blinking or not, but it's a red light maybe. It's just like 1 pixel.
And let's climb.
If I didn't know where to
Yeah.
look for you, I wouldn't have seen you.
And direction will be
I can just
245.
barely make out Tomas in front of me.
Yeah,
and,
same.
Just a little bit behind me.
I am giving it almost full power so I can keep up. Virtual fuel is cheap.
Okay.
I'm showing 140 knots true.
I'll just
Let me see if
hold
I
it
can slow
there.
down a little bit more.
You must be overtaking me soon if you're doing 140.
I think I'm actually just a little bit in front of you. I don't know when I passed you.
What's your altitude?
I'm at 2,100.
Okay, so maybe you come. Are you out above the river?
I'm just to the, yeah, I'm pretty much right above the river.
Strangely enough, I see some lights in the distance. I don't believe I should have, or should be seeing those, but I do.
I can't see you anymore.
Okay, so here at home, I just heard the thunder outside. I should have a lesson tomorrow morning, but so far the weather looks like 50-50. So
I have mine tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, I had like 2 lessons so far. One was in the evening and the air was very smooth. The other one was like at 2 p.m. and it was bumpy as hell.
Summertime.
Yeah. So tomorrow, you know, I opted for like a morning lesson. Should be clear as well, but will depend on the weather.
Yeah. That's the annoying thing about flying in the real world.
Yeah.
You can't just reset the weather.
So what about your girlfriend? Has she kind of made her peace with you flying?
Yeah, I think she has. I have to talk to the instructor and see if I can bring her along as a passenger for one of the lessons. If he would allow that.
Yeah. By coincidence, you know, I'm taking my daughter to the airport tomorrow because, you know, she doesn't have school anymore. So I plan like that she will be there in the lobby, you know. But if the instructor has no problem, then I would take her up as well. But I don't know, you know, I don't want to be pushy because after all, it's a lesson. It's not like a, you know, sightseeing.
How old is she?
9.
Okay. Yeah, so she can probably
Yeah,
keep quiet
yeah,
when necessary.
she can,
Yeah.
she can.
Should be fine. Will be fun if he allows her to go.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, I will tell him, you know, that she's there and she's going to like wait there, unless, you know, he's all right with.
Let's hope. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, because at my second lesson, we actually took, you know, one other student in the back, and he was just, you know, trying to maintain situational awareness using the, you know, map.
Oh yeah, that's good practice.
Yeah. So maybe it's not such a big problem.
We had another plane crash nearby last week. So that's 2 crashes within 30 minutes of driving from here. That's very rare.
Oh my God.
It's an omen.
Yeah.
I hope
He
not.
survived as well, luckily. But he was coming in for landing, and then he hit the trees just in front of the runway. So not sure what went wrong.
Maybe he didn't see them.
He was he's the one that takes up the gliders, so he was very experienced in the area, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
It was a glider pull-up plane. I don't know what it's called.
And did he survive?
Yeah, he did. He called 911 himself. Got out
Okay.
and called. But it's also, it says in our material at the school that if we are ever in a crash or something, don't talk to the press or anybody else. So
Of
maybe
course.
that's why you never know what happens until after the authorities have done the investigation.
Well,
Yeah.
press is just the hindrance, you know, in these investigations, so fully understand.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually coming up on the... Oh, actually 5 more minutes, but I'm already seeing the lake. And then it's very close to the airport from there. Yeah, it's a short flight. Well, for me, in a twin.
Yeah.
And for
See
you as well,
some
Eugene.
lights out there. Eugene, did you pass White Castle yet?
Let
The
me
turn to, I don't know, 2, 4, 5 degrees maybe.
check. Yes. Yeah, I just passed it. I just made that turn. Yep. So that's pretty much where I am.
And you're flying 172, right, Klaus, in the real world?
Yes, I am. And I'll actually be flying a different 172 tomorrow.
Oh.
But it's the same 1 year newer, so it's from 1976, I think. Still an old plane.
Yeah, we have Cessnas from like 2003. So
with steam cockpit?
Yeah, steam cockpit. But you know, already there's like a fuel injection. I don't know if you have carb heat there or not in yours.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. There is also some older one, but that one has actually retractable gear, and it has a, you know, a constant speed propeller, but it's still 172.
Oh wow!
And it has a carb heat as well, so like carburetor. Some older model, but with you know, different equipment. But I won't be flying that one.
We also have a 172. I'm not sure how old it is, but it has a diesel engine.
Oh.
So there's no mixture. Only one, that one.
Wow.
Diesel engine 172. Nice.
But it's more expensive to fly.
Is it more expensive to fly?
Yeah, I think the diesel is cheaper, of course, but then the plane itself is more expensive. I guess maintenance and the diesel engine was probably expensive to put in.
And how many lessons have you already had?
2. So number 3 tomorrow.
Okay.
But yeah, we use the carb heat anytime we go below 2000 RPM.
Mm-hmm.
That report.
Okay, Eugene, you wanted to say something. Sorry.
Oh, I was going to ask if the diesel 172, does that run on jet fuel? Do you know offhand? Like
That's a good
Jet
question.
A?
I'm not sure.
I was just curious. I've heard that some, especially the Diamond aircraft, they use turbocharged diesels that run off Jet A, which
I think it might do it actually.
yeah,
I think
that's
you
pretty
might be
cool.
right. It's. I think it is.
I was just curious. But it's funny, when you guys started talking about lessons, I thought, Tomas, you were talking about maybe flight sim lessons, and then I realized you guys were talking about real world lessons. I blew my mind. That's very, very cool.
It has a lot of similarities actually. One thing
Yeah.
we don't have in the simulator is pressure build up in the ears.
Oh yeah.
We need to add that somehow.
I
What
don't
was that? The
mind.
pressure?
Yeah, I
Oh,
know when the ears are popping, when you climb and descend.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I figured that, I live only once, and it has been my dream from the a young age. But then I didn't have the means, to go through it. So now I'm older, so it's probably not gonna be my career, but at least, for fun.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, me too.
absolutely.
It's actually crazy to invest that many money into a hobby, but
Yeah,
you only live once.
you just need to not think about it.
Yeah.
And the funny
Exactly.
thing is that the hours with the instructor are actually cheaper than the hours I can rent the airplane for.
Yeah.
I don't know if
The
you
Oh,
have the
really?
same.
plane is the plane here is 3 times the hour price than the instructor.
Yeah, but I mean,
So
I'm paying certain hourly rate during my training, and those first 45 hours that are included in the flat price, and it's including the instructor. But then if I want to rent the plane, that the plane itself is more expensive than the plane with the instructor during the training.
oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Sounds like you got a real good deal.
Well, it's still
Yeah, so this,
expensive as hell.
but the planes do the planes belong to the school or
Yeah,
do they belong to some club?
yeah. It belongs to the school,
Yeah.
or they belong to the school. They
This
do a lot
school
of
has one plane and then they loan the 3 other planes from the club. That's
yeah.
part of it.
Yeah, actually, they told me that they don't make, or they make hardly any money on the flight training, but that they hope, later that those pilots would, maybe work for them in some other areas. So that's kind of part investment, but that's what they told. I don't know if it's true.
It makes sense, yeah.
Anyway, I will need to start talking Unicom because I'm coming up on the airport there.
Yep.
So see you on the ground.
See you.
Be on the ground.
Acadiana traffic, this is Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, twin Cessna, about 10 miles to the east of the field at 3,500. Will be joining left downwind of runway 17, Acadiana. Okay, and I'll go for, 29907, very good. So we'll try to do something akin of a bump switch check. So brakes, we'll just test. Yeah, I have pressure. Undercarriage is up for now. Mixture, I'm gonna go full right now. Oh no. Okay, that's better. Yeah, so propeller, I will increase it to 2,500. Fuel, good. If both main flaps will remain up for now, or extend them gradually. Instruments, altimeter is set. Let's set the runway heading here. It's about 17. Let's go there. And we're gonna start slowing down. Not that much. Okay, I'm gonna need to do an orbit here. I won't be able to descend this quickly, so let's do an orbit. Bump fetch, so T and P's, engines running good. C, carburetor, I don't have one. Hatches, harnesses, they are secured and saved. All right. That's good, and landing lights, I can deploy them right now. Fuel pumps, forgot about those, put them on low, very good. Doesn't want to descend at all. There's the lake and the runway, good. So I'm gonna head for the lake. So let's turn a little bit to the right, sorry, left. And descend to 1,000 feet. There we go, thereabout, it's good. It's a little bit bumpy there, problem. We'll manage. Acadiana traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo joining left downwind, runway 17 at 45 degrees, midfield, Acadiana. And I check the altimeter, but not the wind. We have 220 at 11. Okay, so from the right. So now I'm enjoying the traffic pattern. It's very bumpy. Let's turn already a little bit too high. Oh yeah, it's blowing like crazy. Okay, so let's drop first notch of flaps. Flaps 10. Oh, sorry, flaps 15. And then landing gear goes down. Let's trim the aircraft. Right. Let's continue. I will land with flaps 15 today, because it's the wind is a little high. Acadiana traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo turning left base, runway 17, Acadiana. So gear is down, yes, flaps 15. Acadiana traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo turning final, runway 17, full stop landing, Acadiana. Okay, now I can go full propeller. Okay, a little bit of left rudder and keep it into the wind. Okay. Flaps up. So where do we exit?
Acadiana traffic.
Way to Bravo.
Bonanza 6529 Lima is 10 miles to the east, 1,500 feet. We'll be joining a left downwind for 17 Acadiana.
All right, let's turn here. Acadiana traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, runway 17 vacated, taxiing to the FBO, Acadiana. Alright, so FBO should be right about there, just straight ahead and to the right. I don't see any building, maybe there's that one. Yeah, basically use a little nav map for help with the parking. Right, parking brake is set. Oh, landing lights of course off, strobe lights off, forgot about that. Alright, that's it. So avionics off. Mixture off. Magnetos off, alternators, battery, all the lights, and let's those and turn off those fuel pumps. Very nice. Why does it do that? Okay, it's gone. Right? How the hell? Why are they not comfortable? Well, I don't care. So apply all those things and wait for the colleagues to arrive. Well, I need to show this. Seems like a perfect traffic pattern here. A long time that I managed to do something so nice. Alright, thank you for watching. And yeah, so that was a flight from a port of South Louisiana to Acadiana. And hopefully there will be flight also next week, but I am not sure entirely. So until then, safe flying and see you later.